Welcome to AAASeed an Introduction, Part 5. Now we're going to talk about Bu Monitor. This is specific Bu have these specific slides and manual because it's very useful. You're going to use it a lot because that's what you use to display images, videos, graphic process. It's like AAASeed is a graphic application, so you really need something like this to display because that's where you're going to follow what's going on. The first thing you have to understand is like it's, as usual, it's a Bu. So if you can move it or resize it, you just use Alt and you can resize it. It just keeps the ratio of the image you're displaying. This is a monitor. In fact, this is a monitor too, where you see me, and where you see the slide, it's also a monitor. When you click on it, if you don't add click, but you click, you can see the information here, and here, which you always see it, even if it's set in a mode where it's not displayed. When you click, you see the information. So, for example, if I want to see this monitor here, tell me things about these images, or if I want to know more about the slide, you can see the format of my slide and so on. So when you're asking yourself something about what's going on in a monitor, which monitor is it, what's the information, just click on it, you will have the information. When you click also, it shows this white rectangle, which are click zone, and we'll dive into this a little later. But for the moment, I want to talk to you about something. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing here at the bottom, but Bu Monitor, in fact, display not images, because in computer graphic, images are texture. Texture are just a grid of pixels, and they can be of different type. Here we deal with numbers of channel. You can have just a red channel, which is one information by pixel. This is what happened here. It's displayed, we call it a red texture, but it's displayed as grayscale. We can have, let me show the small things here, and let me show the information like this, you will know more. So it's just red. If I show two channel, it's what we call a RG, or red plus green texture. It's showed as yellow because we just show red and green, and there is no blue. You can have like, and you're more used to this, traditional things of computer graphic, which is 3-channel RGB, where you can have like a full color, and you see all the color here. Or there is another mode which is for texture, which is like 4-channel, where you have RGB plus a fourth mode which deal with alpha or transparency. There is different vocabulary and different convention in different in videos, in theater. Everybody have a different one, but here 0 alpha means transparent, 1 means opaque. And there is ways to see eventually this. We're going to touch this on the next slide here. Here you see in the click zone, when I click up here on the right side here, right side here, if I click here, I change how the alpha is displayed. Here is a regular alpha displayed, where it's transparent, it's always displayed on a green background, so that when you see green, usually that's the alpha. If I click again, I'm going to flip the representation of the alpha, and you get this hollow square here, and it's reverse. You see the alpha reverse. So in fact, what's here should not be transparent, that's the opposite. And if you click a third time, what happens is like you don't see the alpha anymore. You don't see any transparency. You see just the RGB. Same thing can be achieved with the keyboard. Of course, it has to be the current Bu. You just have to hit plus or minus to go the other way, where you can change how your thing is displayed. And this is valid for every monitor. That's a standard manipulation. So very often when you click a monitor, you click here and you make the mistake, and suddenly you don't see your image. Just click again and find the mode you really want. About the click zone. The click zone are here at the top. It flip what we call the bank bin information. Here it says it's my diffusion monitor, and the bin is 114, 145. At the bottom, it tells me the resolution and the channel, RGBA, 8 bits. We'll see we can have like other combinations, 16 bits, floating point 16, 32 bits, floating points. We'll see that later. But let's stick to 8 bits, the traditional computer graphic base thing. If you click in this one, which is the left center, you just flip the two information at the top and bottom. If you click on the right side, we've already seen it, that's the alpha. If you click at here, you flip the representation with the square telling you which channel you have in your images. And here at the top, you have like two small zones which make you display a window with some more information and stuff you can control on your monitor. But we're not going to dive into this detail right now. If you want to remove it, you just click here. So everything is one click away. It's really easy to achieve and to manipulate. If you want to access the star menu, because I told you that there is a view for every star menu, you have to go to click and to go out, which means I click and I go out quickly. If you do it slowly, nothing will happen. You have to click, and I think you have half a second or a second to go out. You can do it in any direction. I click, I go out. And here you can open, save as, or print. Open, just load an image in the current texture. We talk later about texture and bin and so on. Save will save these images to a default directory. In fact, it's in media snapshot, and how it saves, file format, compression, and so on can be accessed through Flatland. We'll show that later. And you can save as, which is the same thing that save, but there is a file dialog which makes you choose where you save your images. And you can also print, because sometimes it's nice to be able to directly print without saving. You just want to print a trace. I don't know, that's the way I work. This is it for the BU monitor. See, simple, efficient, and in the next tutorial we're going to talk about all the BU. BU is all you need. See you soon. Bye bye.